What's up, YouTube? I know a lot of y'all are some badass roofing salesmen making money, rednecks with paychecks, but a lot of y'all living paycheck to paycheck. Be honest. I mean, as long as you have a good attitude and a good work ethic, then you got a chance. If you're broke, if you're down on your luck, there are a lot of people in the roofing industry just like you. This YouTube's gonna help you more than any of the other YouTubes that I've made. The first thing that you need to do if you're broke is you need to get serious about your goals. You should have some really achievable 1-month goals, but it's about the 1-year and 5-year goals. Put those goals into visualizations. There's an app, it's the Canva app. It'll help you create a simple little picture for your phone with a representation of everything that you want in your goals. For me, multifamily apartments, building a new headquarters for my company, fighting goals, family goals, all these on my iPhone. And if you download the Canva app and start writing out what you want and you put pictures of it on your phone, then every time that you look down on your phone, you'll be reminded of what your purpose is, and that will give you the discipline or a little bit of the extra oomph to do what you need to do. Second thing you need to do is you need to start recognizing that the market returns the value you give it. And if you broke, you ain't giving it much value. And there's only one thing you can do. That is, you got to skill up. You got to get better at something. For me, when I first got into this, I was like 18 years old. Like, I was a college dropout. I worked at a car wash. I had no life skills. My parents, they pretty much, I mean, I had a job, but I didn't have much of a work ethic. And I had to develop the ability to actually provide a service for people's homes. And yeah, people say, I don't want to go into sales. I don't want to go into this or that. But the truth is like, you're gonna have to sell some girl at marrying you. You're gonna have to sell your boss on giving you a promotion. When you go to interview for a job, you're gonna have to sell them on hiring you. If you can't figure out how to communicate, technology's taken a lot of jobs, but it's these type of opportunities that are gonna be available. The truth is if you're broke, you gotta be willing to get better at a skill. What skills would I get better at? Sales, marketing, artificial intelligence. There's a lot of people going to that e-commerce thing, but to me, I think you gotta find a high ticket product, something that's expensive. That's why I'm in roofing and solar. It's expensive, everybody's got one. It pays a large commission. And if you're broke, I would say like learning how to sell or finding a high ticket product. A lot of people say, go build an Amazon store. Well, for me, I would rather build, and this is something that you can do from home, that you can do remote, that you can actually do virtually because it's 2023 and we have this thing called Zoom. It's amazing. You can do these huge deals from the comfort of your own home, but it's like we get roofs paid for by the insurance, and that makes it easy to sell. And beyond that, once we do a good job on the roof, we tell people about the Inflation Reduction Act where they can get 30% back on their roof and solar. They can save money long term. And this is an expensive product too. So what happens is you don't have to do the job, you just sell the job. You don't have to own the business, you just facilitate it, and you make big money. In comparison to your typical e-commerce or Amazon store, you know, you can earn your first $1 million in my industry in your first 9-10 months because it only takes at $50,000, $60,000 a project, not that many jobs before you're hitting that $1 million earn. And now if you're thinking, okay, Lee, that sounds like a big step. Learn sales, learn marketing, teach myself skills. I think the biggest thing that you're failing on is duplicating the success of successful people. Your uncle, your cousin, somebody that you went to high school with or college is more successful than you, I promise. And if you sit down with them and you ask them about their life, about what are some of the things that they would do if they were in your position, and then you go and take action on them, you duplicate what they do. Until I started hiring coaches, I had my dad, I had my uncle, and I just duplicated the success. And like nothing on this world is really original anymore. Everything's just kind of like been done before. So if you duplicate what others do, then you can get what others have. And that's like this rule of being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs make the sacrifices now to live like others can't later. Like a lot of people won't make the sacrifices, and I completely fucked that up. But the truth is, a lot of people are unwilling to make the sacrifices so they can't live the life of result. And I would say the most important skill as an entrepreneur, as a business person, is the ability to have, like, we live in this immediate gratification society. It's a delayed gratification. It's being able to work, being able to sacrifice, being able to believe that you're gonna get the goal with a good attitude and with persistence, and in the face of failure, keep moving forward. Coolest thing about 2023, it is a great year for the home service industry. It's a gold rush. Kanye West says that even Kim Kardashian spends millions of dollars on home improvement when she's got a $22 million home. What's that say about the women in America? It says no matter what you do with their home, they always spend spending money on home improvement. When you find ways to get it funded by the insurance, funded by the government, and it's really expensive, then you've found a very good niche. That's why I'm in roofing and solar. It's why a lot of people are in roofing and solar. Once you earn your first $1 million in our industry, if you're in the roofing business, and let's say you're not earning $1 million, I can tell you why you're not. You're not focusing on roofing sales. You're not focusing on how do other people do it, like me, hybrid insurance restoration retail guys. We sell through Facebook and door to door. You have your own method of getting your jobs. You wait on word of mouth. You know there's guys like me that exist, but you'd rather, because you're comfortable on the job site or depending on word of mouth referral, not try my methods, and you live in poverty. And unfortunately, $80,000 to $150,000, once you start spending money, it doesn't go as far as it used to, and it doesn't really matter how much money you make. It's about having freedom. You should just learn how to duplicate the most successful roofers in the industry. Now, a lot of guys watching this are roofing owners that are sales guys that have had limits to grow in their business. Maybe they're like one-man shows. And for you, the biggest thing you need to do is learn how to build a team. Because Ed Mylett says the level of income in any business is the level of education in the business. So once you learn how to duplicate yourself, then you start to really build freedom, teaching people how to sell roofing and solar and having them spread your name throughout the neighborhood and getting a piece of their deals without having to take the financial risk is the way a lot of people in my industry have built a 7-figure plus net worth. So it's really cool when you can find a vehicle where you can be independent, where you can work from home, you can work from your own state. All you have to do is sell the jobs, and through a network, you can get them installed. And if you're broke, I would say, quit looking at an opportunity like roofing and solar and saying, I would never do a roof. I don't know anything about solar. I couldn't climb that. I wouldn't want to go door knocking. What is this insurance claim stuff? Chasing around storm damage. That's not for me. Look, if you're not making the money that you need for the American dream, I can tell you, just give it a chance. You can do it part-time, see if you like it. And I will say that so many people across the roofing industry struggle with building their team that they hit a limited amount of not just income, but quality of life. And so then they try to sell themselves on why they need to do things a certain way. Their lifestyle catches up to how much they make. Next thing they know, they're living paycheck to paycheck. This is the definition of middle class. You know, rich people look at money as an opportunity to make more money. They look at risk, whether you're risking investing into someone else. When you risk investing into someone else, they may let you down. They may not perform as well as you. They may become your competition. And this is why many of you decide not to build a team, but it's silly. The next most important thing I would say if you're broke in 2023, put your money into things that make money, like real estate. For me, multifamily and single family real estate have grown my net worth almost as much as the roofing business. And in a recession market, you do need to find ways to get money for real estate. Like a lot of times the guys in Amazon stores, they can't make enough money to go make huge down payments in real estate. But the people in my business go sell a commercial roof and take one of those commissions. Dude, that will allow you to go buy a commercial piece of property, not a residential piece of property. These are 6-figure down payment checks that you could get, all funded through insurance companies if you keep an open mind. So if you're broke in 2023, or you're a roofer that you're broke in 2023, there's levels to this shit. And my game is about selling residential, high-end residential, tile, stone-coated steel, metal, and commercial job. And when I teach a guy to truly be a master, he first sells $1 million, but then through a higher transaction value, he can build a $10 million book of business on his own jobs. That would pay him more than $1 million a year. Now, if that person is able to follow our recruiting blueprint, then he's gonna duplicate, he's gonna grow. And that type of passive money will then be easily investable into real estate. And a lot of the guys that work with us, both in our elite coaching group, inside of our company, have invested into residential and commercial properties and grown their net worth alongside of it. So if you're broke in 2023, I want to encourage you to get into the roofing industry. Hey, why don't you try Skydiamonds University? We're going to provide a link in the comments. I've got a special program for people new to the industry. It's zero money to get started. It's completely free. All you have to do is just click the link in the comments, subscribe. The truth is you got to know what you want. The parables from the greatest salesman in the world, they made me who I am, and I would recommend that book to anybody. It's not just about having faith and having the right attitude, it's about perseverance, doing the work, and following the footprints of someone else who's done it before you. To me, if you're willing to do that, nothing will stop you from being a blue collar millionaire. And I look forward to seeing somebody watch this video and having them tell me years from now that this is the reason why they became a blue collar millionaire.